it almost time to go trick-or-treating? Is that what you're going to wear tonight? Oh, that looks really super. You have a good time. Oh, wait, Brian. I sharpened this axe for you like you asked me to do. Have fun. Hello.
Hello.
You don't look like a trick-or-treater.
Oh, I'm not. This is the Myers residence.
Yes, it is.
Are you Mrs. Myers?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you? I'm your son's counselor, Mr. Farnsworth.
Oh, certainly. Please.
Thank you.
I'm serving lettuce salad this year for trick or treat. Would you like some?
No, thank you.
Okay. Come on into the kitchen.
Okay.
Want to have a seat here?
Yeah, thank you. I've been talking to your son for well over a year now, and I've noticed that in normal things like science, math, English, seems to be brilliant. He really does have a very good means of memorizing things. He seems to be brought up like a normal person, but there just seems to be one thing he's holding back, and I think he has some kind of fear about society. I don't know.
Ryan?
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. In the latest sessions we've had, I think I found out that the key of it is all has to do with Halloween. I don't know why. That's why I'm here.
Mr. Farnsworth, I'm getting a little nervous. Would you like some salad?
Okay. Well, I've been talking to him, and I'm not sure what to do. The last thing, I had to come to you. I couldn't get anything more out of Brian. I decided that I'd have to ask you a few questions. You know his earlier years, like first grade, kindergarten, his first Halloween?
Yes, he was always so cute.
Did he show any kinds of extra large fears of little creepy crawlies that were walking around?
Oh, it was only because of the movies he watched.
What about his first time out alone?
Oh, he went out first time when he was, about 9 years old.
Do you notice anything particular, though, when he came home?
Yeah, I took one look at him and he had all this red stuff all over him that looked like blood, but he said it was just makeup.
Makeup?
Yeah, this boy had fake blood all over him. And
Blood?
Yeah.
Are you sure it was fake?
it looked like blood, but he said it was fake. Brian wouldn't lie to me. Mr. Farnsworth, that's quite an accusation you're making. Do you want blue cheese or Thousand Island?
Blue cheese. I know what kind of accusation this is, but I've been talking to Brian a long time, and I'm positive that it has something to do with Halloween, and that could be the key right there. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm sure it's the key. It all has. When he went out today, for instance, was there something particularly unusual about the way he went? Like something different?
He had a silly big pumpkin on his head.
Yeah. Anything other than that?
Oh, yeah, he asked me to take the axe down to the hardware store and have it sharpened.
The axe.
Yeah.
Tell me, did he bring a sack with him? You know, put the candy in?
No, he said he was going to use his pockets.
Pockets?
Yeah.
What kind of trick-or-treater goes out with a little paper sack to go trick-or-treating with? And with an axe? What do you think he'd do with an axe?
I don't know, Mr. Farnsworth.
I'm afraid that, from my talks with him, that he could end up hurting someone or himself, even more importantly, and I'm afraid that under the circumstances, I'm going to have to call the police.
Mr. Farnsworth.
The salad's good.
It has nothing to do with my son Brian, though. You're accusing him of a lot of things.
Well,
Please don't call the police. Brian has got to be in this neighborhood somewhere. Please, I'll go out and I'll find him. I'll search for him high and low. I can't believe my son would do that.
right, Mrs. Myers. I won't call the police yet. But I will if you can't find and subdue your son. Maybe I should look too.
No, he won't come to you. I'm his mother, for God's sakes.
Okay, fine. I'll give you until midnight to find him. If you haven't found him by then, I feel it's my duty to report this to the authorities. I don't want any lives lost out there.
Look at that little kid. I got more than you do. Oh, yeah. Look at him. I killed all of them. Hurry up, Casey. I'm
You're my fault, my stupid shoelaces. I tapped this little kid.
Good night. Remember, you have 4 hours. Call me periodically, please. Hey, I'm real sorry about this whole thing. I really am.
Hurry up, Casey. Trick or treat.
candy apple. Some of those candy corn.
Man, these things keep on falling out.
Maybe you need a better belt for the whole
Yeah, I think so.
And the stars are bright out, huh?
Pretty cold, too.
You gonna go down to Miller's?
Yeah, get the handed down.
I think they're in that apples.
Man, they always got good stuff every year.
No, I think they got the rich or something.
What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Mike! Are you alright? Mike! Mike! Mike!
Oh my God, Brian didn't do
Doug, I
this.
think it's a homicide.
Oh,
Step back,
no,
ma'am.
no.
Step back.
Not my son.
Doug, I think it's a homicide. Better get an ambulance over here.
I just can't believe Mr. Farnsworth was over the house tonight and he was telling me about my son. My daddy's his counselor at high school. And he was asking me all these kinds of questions and he asked me what he was doing on Halloween and I was telling him about this. All the crazy things that he did when he was a small child, about coming home with blood on him, and he was accusing him of all these things and I just didn't believe him. And he said, what else did he do tonight? And I said, well, he wore this stupid pumpkin and then he asked me to have this axe sharpened up out in the hardware store.
Hold on just a minute, man. I've got a call. Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're going to have to follow me in your own car.
Okay.
Sam has got another body up the road here.
Okay, this girl fits the description of the one those trick-or-treaters were telling us about. I'll stay here till homicide gets here.
Okay.
Sure, I'm glad he got here. Some guy attacked us with a pumpkin on his head. And I tried to stop him. I put a hammer through his head, but he kept on walking.
Okay, hold on just a minute. 13, we'll need some assistance here and also an ambulance. Hey, Mrs. Myers, what can you tell me about this smell?
Oh, my son's walking around with a pumpkin on his head and he's carrying an axe. And I really don't have any idea where he is, other than the fact he's in this neighborhood here somewhere.
No idea where he might be.
No, sir.
Okay, now it's a police matter now, we'll handle this. I want you to go straight home, and if he comes home, contact us immediately, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
We will return to tonight's feature, Halloween 4, starring D. Carr, after these messages. Beer lover Keith Miller doesn't know he's on hidden camera.
Okay, Mr. Miller, what beer do you like best? A or B? Well,
I think I'd like to try a little more of this.
very well.
Nice foamy beer, a little head on it. Well, I'd like a little bit more of this, if I could.
Okay.
It sure is good tasting beer.
Well, what beer did you pick?
Well,
B.
oh, B, yeah.
You picked Big Jug beer.
Wow. That's amazing. I've never had that.
Let's find out what your other brand was. You picked Big Jug over Michelob.
Shit, wow. That's my brand. I mean, I always drink that. I guess when I get drunk, I'll drink Big Jug.
This season, help create the holiday spirit by giving Cincinnati's finest brew, Big Jug Beer, available in fine liquor stores everywhere. Wednesday on The Whiz Kids, Richie is recruited by the Soviets to help start World War III after he's discovered that he is really Leonid Brezhnev's long-lost grandson. Can the Whiz Kids save him in time?
Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm Daryl Carr in New York. Coming up on 11 o'clock news, we'll have reports on the Blanchard recall move as well as interviews with those who are involved. We'll have updates on the Geneva peace talks and Ron will go over the weather. And in sports, I'll give you updates on the East Lansing Grand Ledge pie throwing contest, already in progress.
We now return you to Halloween 4, starring D. Carr and Brian Halstead.
Repeat, those of you out on the streets tonight are cautioned to be on the lookout for a man wearing a pumpkin on his head. Once again, he is assumed to be dangerous. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program. Wait a minute, we have an update just in on the Halloween massacres. An abandoned pumpkin has just been found along the road out on Jenny. The pumpkin matches the description of the murderers. Also, regretfully, only 10 yards from the pumpkin, a body of a trick-or-treater has been discovered. He is as yet unidentified, although he is wearing a hockey uniform. The boy's hockey mask appears to be missing. That's all for now. Live in a lighthouse, so I went by the bay. So if you want to make my dreams come true, be a lighthouse keeper. We could live in a lighthouse, so I'd run by the bay. Hey, won't that be
Aren't you ready yet? We're gonna be late.
Hey, just a second. I'm almost ready. Just give me a
Oh,
little
you look
bit of
like you're
time.
almost ready.
Well, I'm getting the best I can. Just a few more minutes and we'll be ready.
Okay, I don't want to argue about it anymore. Why don't you just go get ready and we'll get underway?
Well, just give me a break. I'm almost done. I get roped in these stupid Halloween parties every
You're
year.
not You go ahead and get ready.
No. Let me do it. It's probably the only trick-or-treater we're going to have all night long, and I want to take care of it.
As you wish.
Well, what do you say? Aren't you going to say trick-or-treat? If you don't say trick-or-treat, I can't give you any candy. What's the matter with you? Say something. All right, here, have some candy anyway.
Hello? Yeah, Dad. Yeah, I'll be over in about a half an hour. A half an hour is the best I can do. Well, I've got to clean these plates off. I've got to take a shower, get dressed, and drive over. Yeah, I'm coming as Norman Bates' mother. That should be alright. Well, I can't get over there any faster than a half an hour. You just have to tell them to wait. Well, what do you want from me? Well, I'm sorry, you know. I didn't want to go to this dumb party in the first place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know. But I wanted to go out with John and Brian. You know that. Well, you want me over there to meet your dumb friends. All right. Don't get into a tizzy. I'll be over, all right? I just have to take a shower. Just tell them to wait up, all right? Okay. See you later. Bye.
Hello? Someone here? Hello? Hello? Jeez, Bri? Brian, is that you? You scared the piss out of me, boy. Brian, what are you doing here? I thought you were out trick-or-treating with Dave tonight.
No, Dave couldn't go trick-or-treating with me tonight. He was going to go to a Halloween party, the same one your boss was going to.
Bruce? What do you mean, the same one my boss was going to? What are you talking about, was going to? Brian, put that down! What are you doing?
Damn corn cobs.
John, why would Brian do this to you? He was your best friend.
I don't know. Dave and I were supposed to go out trick-or-treating with Brian tonight. We had to cancel. Dave had to go to a Halloween party. And my boss made me work late. Dave was killed, and then my boss was killed, and now look what Brian's done.
John. Mr. Farnsworth? Yes, this is Mrs. Myers. You were right all along. Brian is the killer. He's been murdering all night long.
I'm sorry to have heard the police have been involved, Mrs. Myers, but maybe it's all for the best. Where are you right now? Well, I can only suggest that you go home and just wait. It's in the police hands now. They'll find your son. Do you have any idea where he is right now?
No, I don't know. Oh my God, yes I do know, Mr. Farnsworth, where Brian is. He's always been fond of going to midnight services, but there are really no services going on. Yes, every year he goes to church on Halloween night, but he never tells you why. He just does it every year. Mr. Farnsworth, I have got to go. I'll call you later.
Mrs. Myers, don't you go after him. Hello? Hello?
and keep him company. I want to marry a lighthouse keeper and live by the side of the sea. I'll polish his lamps by the light of day so the ships at night can find their way. I want to marry a lighthouse keeper, won't that be okay? We'll take walks along the moonlit bay, maybe find a treasure too. I'd love living in a lighthouse. How about you? I dream of living in